Operation Narad, Episode 2. In the first part, we saw that after Narada defeated lust and anger, he wanted to meet Lord Shiva to see his reaction over his achievements, and thereafter, carrying the victory torch, he started his journey to meet Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva was at Mount Kailasa with his favorite disciples Nandi and Bhringi. After Narada's arrival, he welcomed the sage, did pranam, and requested him to sing the glories of the Lord. But today, Narada was not interested in doing satsanga. Instead, he started boasting his victory over Kamadeva and how he had defeated lust and anger. Until this narration, it was okay. But he scored a self-goal when he asked Lord Mahadeva's opinion about his conquest. Physical ailment can be easily recognized and one can seek help of a doctor to treat it. But that is not the case with a psychopath. He does not understand that he is suffering from any illness. He thinks that he is a hale and hearty and the other person has some issues. This was exactly the situation with Narada. Instead of asking for medicine from Bhavavaidya, the destroyer of ignorance, that is Lord Shiva, he had asked a trifle thing such as his opinion about his victory. Lord Shiva understood the situation and with folded hands and in all humility said to Narada, "Dear Narada, it seems that you have achieved a great feat, but I request you not to sing your praise before Lord Vishnu, at least the way you have done before me." Ha ha ha! Narada smiled to himself. On the other hand, Nandi and Bhringi were also trying to control their laughter. Narada concluded that Lord Shiva is jealous of his achievement and hence he was stopping him from going to Bhagwan Vishnu. In his mind, he was sure that Lord Shiva had given him this advice as he did not want Narada to gain name and fame amongst the Devatas. But the question is, why will Lord Shiva give wrong advice? All he wanted to say was that the story can be narrated in a different manner. Narada could have said that he could defeat lust only due to the blessings of Lord Vishnu. He could have said that I emerged victorious due to the continuous guidance I received from Bhagwan Vishnu. All Lord Shiva wanted to say that Narada should not narrate the incident to Lord Vishnu in a self-gratifying manner. He should not say that he has achieved the feat of his own. His style of narration was not correct. But we must remember that Narada had not paid a visit to Lord Shiva to seek any advice. All he wanted was to boast about his achievements. This is the mentality of people who like to be praised. Egotism makes a person blind, thus depriving him of the ability to introspect. But here, our Narada Muni was getting really impatient to narrate the incident to Bhagwan Vishnu. And immediately he started for Vaikuntha. Bhagwan Vishnu, along with his wife goddesses Lakshmi, was sitting on his bed at his abode, the Ksira Sagara.
विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभाङ्गं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिभिर्ध्यानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णु भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथम्.
He was surprised to see Narada, who came unannounced. But then Vishnu Bhagwan stood up with folded hands and inquired about his well-being. He expressed surprise that Narada had visited after a long time and asked whether he was busy in some important work. Narada was just waiting for this question. No sooner the question was asked, he started describing in detail his conquest of lust and anger and how he forgave Kamadeva and all the related events. Bhagwan Vishnu immediately understood that Narada had been possessed by the vice called ego, and in his mind he decided that his beloved devotee needs to be saved from this wickedness. Now the question arises, why Lord Vishnu did not tell Narada directly that it is incorrect to harbor egotism and a spiritual aspirant should first renounce ego? But instead of doing this, Lord Vishnu decided to subdue Narada's inflated ego in a unique way. It is easy to explain to a person who does not know that ego is bad. But Narada was a knowledgeable person, the enlightened one. How does one tell him? And even if one tells him directly, he could have drawn an entirely different conclusion, just as he did when Lord Shiva had tried to warn him. An extremely egoistic person easily gets trapped in the web of attachment. After narrating the story of his victory over Kamadeva, in the end, he said to Bhagwan Vishnu, Bhagavan, this could be achieved only because of your blessings. This was only a casual remark. By saying this, Narada proved that along with ego, he was also infected by the vice called hypocrisy. In his heart, the feeling was that I am so great that I am giving the credit of my victory to you. When someone underplays his achievements, he actually means to say that I am great. Bhagwan Vishnu took pity on Narada, who was largely consumed by ego. And in this way, mission Operation Narad was put into action by Bhagwan Vishnu. What was that mission? We shall see that in the next episode.
तुझसे हमने दिल को लगाया, जो कुछ है